I am determined. Look at my glasses. These were expensive glasses. My eyes of determination. And I'm like, gracias, arigato, mercy yet. Shit, I forget how the Chinese pronunciation goes, but they all share the same meaning. And what is that? I'm pretty sure that means fuck you. No, it means thank you. Which of the following means delicious? Well, it's kind of obvious in the spelling, really, isn't it? It kind of gives it away. Which of these phrases doesn't belong? Oh, good God. I feel like maybe it's the one in English, actually. Good God, why? Why do you do this, man? Itch. Yeah, it's love, isn't it? Switch it to English and just doubly confirm here. There's the English. How's it pronounced again? Ich liebe dich. Honestly, it's just like you take it for how it looks and what the meaning is. It's like, so you love dick? Like, no, you immature little bastard. J K N. Yes. Jitimo. So time to eat does not make sense in this context. But we might as well have the last one as well. Te amo. In Spanish. It is time to eat the paper. When speaking with a person, what is the first step to smooth communication? Glaring them in the face. Well, that is an option, apparently. Bury them in flattery. Be a successful politician by being a suck-up, so that when you get to the top, you can just be an asshole. No, compliment would be smooth things out. So just keep it chill. What is your beloved teacher's name? Well, I guess this would be like, you've heard my name, but you don't know how it's spelled. Yeah, it's Theodore, right? Leonard? Salvatore? Salvador? She's finished, time is up. Put down your pens, nice. I almost misread that. You put an I in between the pens and whether you get something very different. And we're not going to go over a lesson like that, you know. That would be a bad idea. It's like, we will teach you how to say peace in multiple languages. Because let's just face it. We all just know that that's what you would do with the dictionary. It's even in its name, for God's sake. Dictionary. You would look for the Northern words first, wouldn't you? Admit, raise your hands. I hope that was easy enough for you, especially that little question, that last question. If you got that wrong, I failed as a teacher. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can check your scores at the school's front desk. Now, saying that, though, I remember one time in school, the teacher wrote my name wrong. And I don't really have an uncommon name, but they got 2 letters mixed up somehow. You could say it's a typo, but you know, it's handwritten, so... I mean, could you count a handwriting situation like that as a typo? Maybe. It feels great, don't it? See how you did on your language test. Okay, double drum roll. Ow. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. Best in school, congratulations. Salvador asks us to give this reward to any student who passes the exam. Now, imagine if one of the teachers gives us something that isn't damaged. They would stand out. It's like, well, you're a remarkable teacher. They give us coal instead. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, well, I can probably give that to my fire-type Pokemon, give it a boost, I guess. Keep doing your best. Okay, what last have we got left? Okay, so we got math, battle studies, and homework. So basically 2, 5, and 7. Come on! Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is battle studies. It's time! Will we see the giant Pokemon on the field? I'll bring my giant Pokemon with me. Or are we gonna be in the classroom? Ah! I've been fooled! Sorry to all of you who went to the schoolyard first before finding the right room. I'm so disappointed my days are ruined. After we're done with midterms, I am going straight to battle studies, simply so we get a class outdoors, then to be indoors. I guess we can do our tests in the classroom at least. It might be hard to write your answers out on the field. I mean, there's no tables on there, but I could just, sit on top of my giant Pokemon, have the paper on the back of its head, have something like a folder or something leaned up against that so I can actually write down on it. Because a thin sheet of paper on its own is very difficult to write on. Like every time I do the family tree stuff and I'm writing down notes, like, okay, person here is related via this, is followed with this, and so on, so that everything kind of makes sense when you look at it. So then I'd have the folder underneath the paper. Once, because it'll be a big sheet of paper out there, so I can easily just write and it's no problem there. But once that gets thin, that's why I just put it on the back of the folder so that I can keep down. And I complain sometimes about, the handwriting I find in census records and stuff like that. But my writing's probably not all that great either. It's like, the way I write, it's not like it's illegible, but I found more often not when I write in birthday cards and all that, where I write like a little joke thing or something like that, along with the accompanying drawing. Like sometimes like, what does it say? It's like, is it my handwriting or what? It's because I wrote it too small. Anyways, at least it must be hard to write your answers out on these. Alright, time to put your game faces and do battle with these test sheets as the cat meows. The higher Pokemon special defense, the less damage it takes from special. Which of the following has no effect on a move's damage? Well, the move's name doesn't seem like it'd be relevant. How many trainers are on a Terra Raid battle? Or what is an effective method for breaking an opponent's Terra shield? By pulling the same sheet against it. What is Miss Dendra's favorite type? I'd assume the fighting type. I don't know what I'm talking about that. You know what? Let me just double check. So she's got that Pokemon. I can't remember if it was a fighting type or if it was maybe a dual type. Medicham is psychic and fighting type. So really, could go either way there, couldn't it? I'm gonna say fighting type though. Time's up, put your pencils down. Although she is friends with the psychic type gym, so you never know. I saw you giving it everything you've got. I'm sure you'll all get perfect scores. Well done, everyone. You can ask for your scores at the front desk. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get free, blah 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 blah. Nice. See how you did on your battle studies? You answered 5 out of 5 questions quickly! It's like, just doing that, he's like, I'm doing that to my bloody leg, I'm like, slap, 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 slap. You ever do that, you just like, you know, just kind of, you know, I tend to do that, I've got a can of Pepsi, so it doesn't work. But have I got anything like that right here? No, wait, actually I do. I don't want to, no, because those are full. What you demonstrate with the freaking Pringles, because it's full. You know, you ever have like a bottle or something and you just kind of slap it like that, like it's a drumstick in your like. Yeah, just do a bit of random drumming without the drums, so you end up using your leg. Sebastian, congratulations! This Dendra has to give you this candies. This one, let's have a look. I'm seeing some other bits here, such as a flip a coin. Okay, so heads or tails? Yes, yes, yes. Heads for math, tails for home ec. 2 out of 3. Tails. Tails. Math is saved for last. As it should be. The time has come to test how well you all have learned here in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from the last minute cram session takes. Which is not a bit of a picnic meal. I don't see how speed comes into that. Which of the following affects the kinds of meal powers received from a particular meal? What? It'd be the first one, right? So, if you have a full party of Pokemon, you get better results, or maybe the less you have. That wouldn't make sense. Which of these berries can restore a Pokemon's HP? Good old Oran Berry. Dendra wanted this Pokemon to decide on its own to use its item in battle, so he gave it an Oran Berry. This will work as he hopes. Wait, when it's going to decide on its own when to use its item. It's been a long time since I've really used berries that way. I think that's an automatic thing that it gets once it gets hit, right? Or if it takes it. I don't know. I guess true? The move runs out of PP, can no longer be used. If a Pokemon runs out of PP for all its moves, it can only sit there in frustration. No. It will struggle out of frustration, it says. Time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I hope you were all able to give the examination everything you have. Please remember to ask for your scores on the front desk before leaving for the day. So how come just a few, maybe 1 or 2 classes had like a specific question for last, whereas the other teachers don't? Let's see how you did on your home economics test. Just lightly using the TV remote. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. That's passing score, congratulations. Here's your exam result. Candies. And now for the last coin flip, which we don't need to do because it's only one class left. I mean, I'd rather not do math, but if you insist. How am I to resist? What kind of oppressive camera angle are we gonna get from maths? Alright everyone, it's time to begin our midterm exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How much damage does water type do when it hits fire type Pokemon? How is this math? Double. How much damage does Razor Leaf do when it hits a fire type Pokemon? Why am I saying it like that? I don't have oh, not this bullshit again. If you spend 2,000 Pokeballs on as many 200 Pokeballs as possible, how many would you get? You tricked me last time, but this time I know it was a trick question. It was 11 because you get the bonus one. 1% chance does a Pokemon usually have to land a critical hit? I don't bloody know. I forgot this one too. Was that in the last class? Teacher, I am totally not checking my phone. No, you don't need to worry about that. That's not what I'm doing. Honest. I mean, it's not like I would look back at an older video just to confirm the answer. No. It has, of course, about 4% chance. How much damage does a move deal when it lands a critical hit? Did we go over that? Because it does do more damage, but I'm not sure if it gives an additional... Wait, 1.5 times damage. Shit, was that in the previous class? Yeah. Critical. That's a 15 surrounding critical hit. Remember the mathematical bullets. Okay, blah 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 blah. That must have been from a different class. Because it does do quite a bit of damage, but I'm not sure if it would be 2 times as much. Maybe 1.5. I'm probably wrong. Alright, you failures, everyone. Time's up. Put your hands on your laps now. You're all concentrating so hard I can't wait to see how you hold it. And to all of you who fail, it's to the gallows, I'm afraid. You go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break from these bloody classes. And so I can stop doing the drum roll because it hurts my hands now doing the drum roll. But one more, let's see how you did on your math test. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly, I got it right! Hooray! It's like just tense music of a game show, like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something like that. It's like, did you right? You got it right. Ah, yes. Still in the game. That's a passing grade. Score. Congratulations. This time gives you this. It's poison candies. By that, they're poison type flavors. Wonder if any of the staff are around. Well, like I said I would. Let's take on one of the battle study classes, just so we can see the outrageously oversized Pokemon on that. Yes! Another day and all around a battle study. Let's get right to it. You all gave everything you had on the midterm exams. Well done. We'll resume our regular classes today, so keep up that energy for the second half of the term. Look at its size. It's obscuring me more often than not there. It's shielding me from assassins. Have you all been using the R button to send out your Pokemon? If you do, your Pokemon will run off in the direction you're facing. It's a super effective, now that I think about that, one of the questions in the wrong vowels uses. Hey look, it's Penny right there. We hardly ever see these characters. It's a super useful tactic that lets your Pokemon pick up far away items, and that's not all. If there's a wild Pokemon near where you send your Pokemon, they'll stop battling until they start beating the shit out of everything they see. I remember when we got the cats. And, you know, aside from everything that happened around Wailord Pass and all that, you know, because that was around when we got the cats, but there was one funny moment that happened. This was before Pass as well, so... When we first got the 2 ginger cats, you know, Big Balls, still not been seen to this day. Either he got himself killed somewhere, or he's living somewhere else. I have no idea. There's been no sign of him at all. And he's chipped as well, so, you know, if someone found him and took him to this, then they're either being like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this cat for myself. It's like, well, in that case, good luck with him, man. He was a mess. But still, we still got his brother. You know, you got Big Balls and you got Middle Balls, who likes to scratch things a lot. But anyways, when we first got them, we'd had Buddy there for a while, and the second Buddy locked eyes on them. He beat the living shit out of them. It's like, it's funny because you see them now and they just get along. It's like, you wouldn't think it's their first encounter was, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. That's what happens, you know. They beat the shit out of each other, then they're friends. It's like an anime, you know? Anyway, if there's a wild Pokemon near where you send your Pokemon, they'll stop battling each other. We call those battles auto battles. Just as the name implies, your Pokemon will act on its own during auto battles, meaning you won't have to give it any commands. Imagine if every Pokemon on the field just started beating the shit out of each other, like, and there's the example of it. And if your Pokemon wins, it'll get XP points just like it would in a regular battle. To make any good use of these battles, you can be a real efficient way to train your Pokemon. I guess. Because then you don't have to feel bad if it's beating up whole Pokemon. It's like, you know what? I didn't set it on that Pokemon, it just happened to be in the area. Anyways, but you'll want to remember that Pokemon won't evolve or learn new moves right away if they level up from an auto battle. Also, if a Pokemon loses an auto battle, it'll come back with just a small amount of HP. Make sure to heal it up right away. Well, it's like, it's zoomed in so much, it's like, wow, we're gonna have to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Remove the giant Pokemon from existence temporarily, because we cannot see your back, because it's obscured by a giant flipper. Oops, I just about did the whole class of the ones I'd lectured. Does anyone have any questions so far? Yeah, where'd my Pokemon go? Can I catch a wild Pokemon in auto battle? How do I stop an auto battle? There's no stopping an auto battle once it starts. You'll have to wait and see how it plays out. You can call your Pokemon off before the battle starts though. You press the ZR button while your Pokemon is still on its way to the opponents. And my Pokemon's back. Even during auto battles, our Pokemon are out there battling worse. They're trainers. Are you sure? They might just be territorial. They piss in each other's faces. It gets pretty nasty. Keep an eye on them as much as possible, and if it looks like they're going to lose, be sure to have them retreat. Also, this goes without saying, but Pokemon with low HP are already winners. They probably won't enjoy auto battles as much, so don't whip them too hard again. In conclusion, auto battles only work if a trainer and their Pokemon have a relationship of mutual trust. Be smart with how you use auto battles so you don't lose the trust of your Pokemon. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice. Really drive that point home. You know, have that Shinx beat the crap out of that Meowth and then have the giant monstrosity or the giant whatever the hell it is just devour every Pokemon on the field. Trainers and balloons. But I guess we're run out of time. Class is over now. Take care, you little rascals. Well, one of them is more than a little rascal. He's a big one. Yay! Well, let's go see if there's any teachers hanging about the place. Any staff, anyone? Go to the nurse's office. Like, one of the teachers is there. They got a staph infection. Oh. And there is actually a teacher there. It's like, it's Dendra, what happened to you? I guess they have nothing to say after midterms. It's after the class that's after midterms. Injured, didn't you know? Wait, what? Oh, she's right there. I'm blind. Whenever I'm feeling down, I come here to take a breather when I'm feeling down about stuff for class. Which Miriam always left me stay without me explain or something. So she's not and all that. Smells like a hospital. That was a good nap. Who took shit in here? But you know, when you look into a Pullman's eyes, you can tell what it's thinking. It's thinking you're a little bitch. If you can get injured, you can bring them here to the nurse office to get healed up. They might both find it good enough that will heal up. No way, no way, no way! Come on, Miriam, just try it. What's wrong? Miss Dendra? Sandwiches, right? Oh, great timing, new kids. Nurse Miriam here won't try the sandwich I made. Well, I don't want to get a stomachache. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me with meat filling and meat for breads. That one really messes me up bad. You know, can you imagine if it was like extra meaty to the point where there's even still fresh blood from it? It's like, good God, Miss Dendra, what the hell did you do? I haven't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless, and... Young and thoughtless? Who was last month? Well, last month could be anywhere in this world. So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through that intensive sandwich making training, it kinda makes me sad. She went through intense sandwich making training. You should try her sandwich. She worked really hard at it. Look, that kid over there, they're like, yeah, she really did. I'm not gonna eat it though. You crazy? That's just ludicrous. Why does my face look like that? It's like my mouth is like some kind of melon or something. I don't know. It just looks like the, you know, where you kind of like, you know, you peel a bit of the melon and you see a bit of the, you know, the inside of it. That's what the mouth is kind of making there. I don't know why. I guess I have no choice if you got one of our cute little students on your side. So fine, I'll try your sandwich. Let's see it. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Here it is. Nom nom nom. It's a little strongly flavored, but I guess it's not bad. I can't tell what her eyes look like from the side. I can't tell if she's like shocked or not. Talking about the nurse here. Ooh, my training's paid off. I'm so glad my sandwich pleases the great nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know. You feel trusted by Miss Dendra. Thank you for trying it, and thanks to you too, new kids. And she's run off again. That was weird. But that's just how Miss Dendra is, I guess. She's always coming into the nurse's office with some injury or another too. Where'd the nurse go? Nurse? Nurse! It would appear the nurse has disappeared off the face of the earth. You know, it'd be wild if, you know, the staff had schedules. And like, sometimes you see them just, you know, in random places. It's like, you know, they don't have to have anything new to say. But that, and on top of that, how schedules were, you know, you might actually find them around the town or something like that, you know? Have something a little different, but no. Speaking of difference, let's have a look. Was it autumn? Was that the one we haven't tried? Let's try to make the yellow work. We've got yellow now, that means we got a new color to work with. Wait, actually, you know what? Oh, wrong button. We can check what we've currently got, see if anything works here, you know? So we got our black sneakers. Wait, no, our black tights, rather. That's looking at the wrong thing. We are currently wearing white sneakers. Well, we'll just keep those ones on for now. Let's see what we can do with the gloves. Go with white for now. Or you could try like a kind of brown, yellow, and purple combo, maybe. Yeah, that'd be fitting. We use the school backpack because we're going to be taking on the final leader team star. We'd be like, see? Look at my drip, man, I look cool. You gotta go back to school though, because look, school bag, uniform. But it doesn't all match the colors right now, but maybe we could make it work. Just leave it as is for now. I mean, kind of. At least with what we've currently got. You know what? Wait, what? That confused me there. Let's go with the school. But we'll spice it up. Maybe, somehow. I don't know. It's like, oh, I immediately regret wearing shorts. It's bloody pissing down with rain. Ain't that just a bitch? You know what, actually? You can climb vertical walls, right? What about buildings? I guess not. We can't be King Kong. It's vertical though. Yeah, but it's a building. You're not allowed to be King Kong. Don't look the part. Where am I going? I feel like there was a trainer that wanted to trade the Pokemon somewhere. I just can't remember where. Yeah. I guess it'll be up here, bacon. No. Where is it then? Where's the shopping square? I forget. The city is somehow simultaneously big and small at the same time. Here it is. Bags, nothing, and bunch of random shit. Shoes, socks, glasses, hats. Yeah, socks. See what socks he got. And whether I can be bothered. It's like we've got an entirely new color to work with, but now I just can't be bothered. It's like, how do we incorporate yellow into our getup here? How does yellow even look? It looks like someone pissed on there. That's what it looks like. How about orange? Nah, it doesn't work, does it? Got anything else? Neon yellow. It looks like a sports drink like yellow, you know? It doesn't quite match the yellow of the uniform. So it's like the purple all over again, you know? But it doesn't quite match. And that one just looks odd. It's like we have stolen our grandmother's socks or something kind of vibe there. Don't have them in yellow. Well, that has an element of yellow, I guess. Glasses, anyone? Just took me a while to load in there. It just looks weird to have it yellow like that, honestly. How about black? Good work. Brown could also work. What the hell is that? What does that even mean? Bottles? Sure, whatever. So I got these glasses, and now I see it's kind of got like, you know, that's design, but they kind of did it halfway, because they were just living on a prayer, you see. So I got these glasses, and they just, you know, you have this design to them, you know. I think that woman behind us, she probably really needs glasses, because she's been staring at that for about 8 years now. As you can see over there, that person, he's also been staring at that, but, you know, I think he wants a hat. Should I bother to resume with, you know, because we could definitely, well, is there a shoe shop? Well, we checked, didn't we? Did we actually? I'm not sure if we actually checked the shoe shop. Excuse me. Just double check. See just how horrible the yellow is. What the hell? Are we trying to cosplay a bee? Got anything other than performance? Earthworm. Couple. Dondozo. A. B. C. You know what? B actually has some yellow to it, but we don't have red. Could we actually somehow make that work? I'll consider it. Someone peed on my shoes. This purple doesn't match. Okay, so how's all that coming along now? We definitely need to get some red going if we're gonna stick with this. So we need something that's red and yellow glove-wise. So, where is it? I mean, it's even near where we need to go as well, so it works. We either need to get something red, or we're just gonna have to change the shoes again. And while we're at it, could we maybe we could get a different hat as well. We'll see how the look comes along. Don't need no bags. I've got the school bag, and that's all I need here. And I don't know where the other shops are. Probably a lot of the buildings look the same. It gets really confusing. We could change our hairstyle. I'm not sure if I can be bothered. Oh, hold up! Clones! Clones! Are they clones? No, actually. They just happen to wear the same outfits. You know, there's not a lot of variety in the game, so you can't really blame them too much. They're trying to pull off that yellow look that we're trying to pull off. They're having trouble with it too. But who are you? A Pinchuri. I don't think I've caught that Pokemon. Pinchuri, whatever the hell it is. Where are the shops? About shops, I mean, you know, where we can actually buy something that isn't just food. Well, there's shoes, but where's the gloves? Of all the bloody shops to freaking be just out of nowhere, it's bloody. Is that? Ah, that's picnic stuff. Where are these bloody gloves? I mean, that could work too. Bloody colored gloves. It would match with our shoes. I've probably gone past it without even noticing. Shoes, hats, socks, but no gloves. The annoying thing is with this bloody map, it doesn't really point it out more often than not, you know? Although, there is one around the corner. That's probably the posh place, isn't it? Is this? Yes, home of high expensive fashion that will cause you to go bankrupt. That just looks weird. It's like... I don't know. It's like we just shoved peanut butter on our shoes. And we still somehow got the red in there as well. But more importantly, gloves. These are just regular gloves. We need combination of red. Just having yellow and it doesn't work. You have all these different combinations. And that? Nah. It's hard to pull off the yellow. All these combinations, but none of them work right. Granted, I didn't really check most of them. You don't even have a yellow bag. It's like you sweat pee instead of sweat. Kind of outrageous. All they sell there is sweatbands, and they cost that much. Oh man, I just want to wrap up the recording, but I can't until we've completed the look. I'm just gonna off screen till I get the look, because this is taking a while now, so yeah. Sorry. Off screen. Wow, that is some weird looking shoes, man. Have I ever been to Roughy Tough? This place doesn't really seem that familiar. Wait, how is that black and yellow? I'm seeing green. Am I colorblind? Or does that look like yellow to you? Because that does not look like yellow. That looks like green. I mean, that's blue. And that is indeed pink. And that is indeed C. And D. But what the fuck is A? Got some driving gloves. I didn't realize we had driving gloves. Where be the yellow colors? The power of red. You will, when you see this collide with your face, you will be confused about, did I just get punched by a hippie or an old woman? I can't tell. Is that a floral design? Or is it like some kind of psychedelic color scheme going on there? I mean, come on, man. I came all this way, and you tell me there's no yellow gloves? Got no yellows? got some mittens to punch you in the face. If that was more white, nah, it doesn't have the right color. It's more orange. It's kind of a weird getup doing that, though. Shit. Just when I thought that maybe we had something. Also, I find it kind of funny how it's called rough and tough, but there's a lot of floral designs going on here. Which isn't what you'd immediately think of. Okay, we are in a stone of these things. That's the confusion. Can't tell if old woman or stone. It's like, you got the yellow designs here. I mean, it kind of fits, but, you know, now we look less like a student and more like an ex-student. We got kicked out for smoking too much weeds. Oh, I'm gonna buy it anyway. I will not wear this, for I will be kicked off the premises if I do. Wouldn't be allowed back in school because everyone would suspect that I'm a hothead. I guess, whistle. Being inappropriate. Someone passing by. Like, did you just cackle me? What the fuck is wrong with her? The look is just not complete. Well, let's see, what gloves do we actually have? Takes forever to load. We got white. We got navy. Maybe kinda blends in a little bit. As does the purple, but you know, we need some red, man. Wait, these are the school gloves? You telling me all this time there is a yellow design on these school gloves? Well, I guess it works, but you know, my shoes still kind of stand out of this. So it'll do. Where's the Pokemon Center? I must have the lady tell me where to go next. So I got a favor to ask. Where the fuck do I go? That's not really a favor. With a base of Team Stars fighting. I'm pretty sure Eri, the boss of the Cap? What? Is that that's what's called? Cap Squad. It needs a good challenge in battle. I'll go ahead and mark the spot in your map. Alright, you're all set. Get out there and have an adventure. So there I was, set out on an adventure. You can't see my gloves. Well, actually, maybe you could see my gloves. If I do this. Look at that! It's got one finger out. It's not the middle finger, so I can't flip you off. Oh well. What the fuck is this ball? That is terrifying. That is some Pokemon Sun and Moon type expression going on there. Concerning. I think this outfit will just have to do, and we'll take on the fighting type. Wrong button. I can change my expressions in this pose, you see? I've got a sore face from all this talking. Right. And now to press the wrong button, as is tradition. We shall take on the fighting thing and stuff in the next part. And by that I mean in the next recording, because it probably won't be right away. We'll get to the location, battle some dweebs, and then we'll take her on. You know the drill at this point. So lash the Team Star. We're coming for you! Bitch. So, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.